Hi everyone, we're back with the 7th episode of the second season of Severance, and I'll be dead honest with you guys. See, I was saying, like, to some people, after last week's episode, I kind of want a Gemma episode, or something to do with Gemma, because I feel like we haven't seen enough of her. She hasn't been utilised enough. Lo and behold, I stumble on TikTok, and I'm seeing that this episode may be just that. So I do have an inkling of what this episode could be, but that's literally, that's it, just an inkling, because I scroll past very quickly to avoid spoilers, but it's really difficult when that's pretty much my entire For You page. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because I do want to see, whether it be a flashback or whether it just be like what she's doing now, or just anything that's not just, you know, because what we've had of her so far has just been or she'll like say a couple lines and then Mark will cry or have a freak out and then end of episode, you know, or he'll be having sex with Helly and her face just shows up. So I feel, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it's much needed. In terms of everything else, I'm pretty sure he had a stroke at the end of the last episode, so that's not good for him. See, I didn't even get that inkling at the end of last episode with the Bert and Irving dinner. The whole theory that everyone else seems to have that Bert is evil. I mean, sure, why not? I'm not going to say that they're wrong, but I think maybe I'm just not watching it as intently as other people, I guess. I think I was too focused on the whole 20 years, 12 years. I mean, I think that is sort of leading people to have that assumption about Bert being evil. Evil is crazy, but you know, yeah, I just focused on that and didn't really dig any deeper than that with that whole scene. I think I was focused on Fields and how I thought he was being quite nice, considering, like, the stuff he was saying about, you know, innies and outies, because that's not what we've seen from other people, i.e. Helena. But yeah, anyway, let's watch the episode. Yippee, Gemma's in it. Great. Well, I wonder who that might be. She's got longer hair. Nice. Wasn't she a teacher? Wasn't that the thing? Like, him and her, they were both teachers? Or is she a professor? Because this looks like more university style. Oh, he's got better hair. Look at this. Blood donation? Yeah, blood donation. I tried donating blood, but my veins are too small. Such a struggle.
What do you, got there? Sorry, what do you got there?
Oh, is this how they met?
Themes of religious conversion in Tolstoy's The Death of Ivan Ilyich.
Oh my God, spoiler alert, please.
Oh yeah, English.
All quiet on the Western Blunt. Drug use by enlisted soldiers during World War I.
History teacher. It's nice seeing her being a human being. I feel like the version we've seen of her is way too robotic. Oh, this is her now though, isn't it? So we're getting a bit of both her now and then. So we can see what's happening to her. That'd be nice. She must have good veins, man. The way the blood just easily... It's so difficult getting any kind of blood out of me. I have to drink so much water, and even then...
Gemma.
They're calling her Gemma here? Not Miss Casey? So how come they have, like, other seasons other than winter? Maybe they're not in that place yet, Keir, that area. Perhaps they move there once they get married.
Are you a doctor?
No.
Do we need an ambulance? Can you answer one of my questions, please?
No, she doesn't know what she's doing.
Do we need an ambulance?
No, your brother's reintegrating.
No, he's not. Okay, I can tell that you're smarter than me, so forgive me if I say this, like, super plainly, but if you give one solitary thought to messing with my brother again, I will throw you off a fucking bridge.
Correct response.
Devin.
We don't do that again.
We'll discuss it later.
Nope. What he wants is to know whether Gemma's alive
She
or
is.
not.
So I imagine we're getting a little bit of everything here. It's not just going to be a flashback episode. My friend said this episode is both horrifying and very good, so I'm looking forward to that. Horrifying. I wonder when they're doing this to her as well. Is this like what's happening right now to her?
If you were caught in a mudslide, would you be more afraid of suffocating or drowning?
Suffocating.
Drowning.
What's the right answer there?
How many rooms today? 6.
Rooms what? What is happening? She doesn't look very happy about that. Oh, she's still doing wellness? Oh, they gave her a wig. That explains so much. Okay. I'm glad it's a wig, because I was never crazy about the hair. It's good to know that that's not real. Are these all the different, like, names of projects that these guys, when they're doing their refining, the names come up, like with Cold Harbour? If we see one of these rooms that says Cold Harbour, this is so interesting. Wow. Diabetic. Ah. She doesn't like doing it, but she doesn't remember what she does when she's there. Okay, so it's not wellness. What is it then? This is the person we saw last episode.
Could I please get a break?
But it's been 6 weeks.
He looks weird. He looks like Matt Bomer. You don't remember.
Nobody likes the dentist.
Oh, he's a
I
dentist.
should have been an accountant like my mom wanted.
What is happening?
Please, have a seat.
I'm so confused. He looks like a weird version of Matt Bomer. Are his eyes real? I mean, to be fair, last episode, he was given a lot of dental equipment, so that would explain it, but I don't see... So she just doesn't like going to the dentist. I mean, fair, but it must be more than that, right? Her teeth look fine. So whatever he does, it hurts.
2 hours.
What was he doing for 2 hours? On to the next one. What is it, like each one is a different thing, so the next one's going to be like her eyes. Are we going to get to Cold Harbour at any point? There we go. The fuck? Trippy. He's wearing corduroy, so he must be a teacher. Brown corduroy as well. Quintessential. Plus the shirt that has the buttons there. And the top. This is such... The costume designer knew what they were doing. The hair's great.
That was fun last night.
It was. Sorry, I have a lecture at 3 on Haji Marat and my notes are
that's-
all over the
that's
place.
Okay. What are you doing?
Who's putting it together, Mr. Handyman? You?
I happen to be quite handy.
No, you're not.
What? How dare you?
Handsy.
Handsy?
How the hell did they end up where they ended up? The academics, for Christ's sake. Aww.
But I do have photo evidence. Look at them.
Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, Rickon, what is wrong with you?
Hey,
Good
I
question.
delayed my first couloir in middle school.
So did they all move to this other place together?
I feel like we spend a lot of time.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Oh, fuck right off.
Because I wasn't sure if that thing earlier was a cot or not. That thing, you know, the furniture thing that they had. But I didn't want to assume that she was pregnant. I couldn't remember. I couldn't see the thing. What implication does this have then if she was pregnant? Like, how soon after did she die? Was she supposedly pregnant when she died? Or maybe there was a miscarriage and then she died? Okay, I'm getting the sense there was a miscarriage involved. Oh no, is that blood I see or is that a shadow? It's blood. Okay, yeah, she miscarried. Maybe that's why she got herself severed. That would explain something, I guess.
Is you okay?
Aww.
It's Casey.
I'm here to observe Heliar
I remember this.
and verbally encourage her to forego further suicide.
Whoa. Okay. Is this, optics and design? Which room is this? Is that Arteta? Who is that guy? Okay, you what now? This is another room of refiners. And they look exactly the same as them?
Are the Severance
What the
barriers
fuck?
holding?
Yes, the technology is working.
You like her.
She's easy to like.
Is that the... Why is
She's
this...
fond of me too.
So that guy there with the
Won't you try
moustache
and break your...
wasn't that the dentist, but just with more hair? I'm so confused. Fertility clinic? Is that the same guy? Or is that just some other random guy with grey hair? I can play this song on piano. It's like stop motion. Very cool. The woods, that's where she supposedly died. IVF? Is that what this is?
Third time's a charm.
That's what they say. You know, there's a kid just out there just waiting for us. Turn around and bend over.
It's not IVF, what is it? A kid out there waiting for us. It's not adoption, because why would you need medical stuff for... I don't know.
My mouth hurts. Which room caused your mouth to hurt?
The dentist?
First one.
Wellington.
Yeah, that one. Isn't that him? Isn't that the same guy? Am I imagining? Yeah, it is him.
How many rooms did you visit today?
6. So is he doing all these roles?
You remember nothing?
So they're testing to see how good Severance is, because they're putting her through like physical anguish to see if she remembers where that pain comes from. Is that what it is?
There's only one room I haven't been to yet, and today it had a name on it.
Is that the Cold Harbor one?
Cold Harbor.
Oh, she hasn't been in there yet. I'm so confused.
So what happens once I've been in all the rooms?
That's when Cold Harbor's completed, but whatever that means, you know. He looks just
You
like
will see the world again,
Matt Bomer.
and the world will see you.
That's when she's ready to be released into the world.
So I'll see Mark.
So I think she's her outie here, right? She's thinking of her husband, Mark. Yeah, because they're calling her Gemma as well. That's so odd. She wants to see her husband. What is going on? How did we get here? Please. Okay, another pregnancy test, another fail, I guess. She can't have a baby, so she gets severed? How does that work?
You really think this is gonna work?
Don't trust her.
Other choice.
And there was this woman.
Demona birthing retreat.
The birthing retreat, yeah.
Well, so maybe if we go to the cabin, we could talk to Azeni and he
They're
could...
two completely different things.
This childbirth thing is quite important, isn't it? Maybe
I could
it's
call her.
how Gemma
Harmony
got
Cobell.
involved in that.
But why would you do that? She runs the severed floor.
Not
Not
anymore, she
anymore.
doesn't.
She's Lumen through and through. She was raised by them. She's a soldier.
It's a risk, I get that.
A risk.
Yeah, I'm calling her.
I don't know if I would. I don't trust her either. But also, what was she afraid of when she ran away in the car park?
Then I can't be a part of this.
What?
If you do that, if you make that choice,
What are you... No, seriously, what are you doing?
good luck.
I don't know. It looks like two guys fighting.
Chikhai Bardo.
No, it's the same guy fighting himself, defeating his own psyche. Ego death.
Oh. Different hair today. What is going on?
It's okay. This is perfectly normal.
Okay, that's him again. He's got different hair. I see what they're doing. They want her to feel absolute dread, and then she's going to get severed, and they want to see if she feels the effects of it. They want to see how well Severance works, right? They want to see if it, like,
He's
lingers.
stuck at 96%.
The nosebleed set us back.
How does he look completely
Why
different?
are you wearing that stupid sweater?
What's she wearing now? She's supposed to be like some 1950s housewife. What is this?
Dear,
Baby, it's
I
cold
cannot
outside.
Thank you enough.
Some weird Christmas vibe going on. The guy was wearing a Christmas jumper.
Christmas gift
Yeah.
you sent my husband and I this year.
What the fuck? I'm so confused.
Forward to the
Oh, she can't write. Oh my god.
memories will
All of these different eras.
provide.
When she was on the plane, it looked like very 1970s. 70s, 80s. So she's living all these different realities. She's stuck in perpetual hell of having to write these letters.
It's always Christmas.
Yeah, it would be for you. It's like Groundhog Day. How does his facial hair grow back so quickly? All of these rooms are different forms of torture. Imagine one of these rooms, your constant existence is just being stuck on a plane where you feel like it's about to crash. Is it supposed to be just like a bunch of different scenarios where a person is not feeling well, like comfortable? Like lots of people are afraid of going to the dentist, so they've said that's one of these environments. A plane crash, nobody wants that. And then what's the other one? Oh yeah, perpetually having to write thank you cards after Christmas. Is this the music they were playing last season? I think it is, yeah. When he, when we first learned that Gemma is his wife. We're getting a lot of information. I appreciate that. Yum. Oh, I don't like that fork. Him again. Dr. Mauer.
I want to go home.
Bless. Who doesn't? His hair's completely different. How does that happen?
Your husband remarried last year,
That's bullshit. The fuck?
and he has a daughter now.
Oh my god. What are these lies?
I don't believe you.
I mean, he might have a daughter. We don't know about
You've been
that,
gone
but
a long time. Maybe you've moved on too. In one of the rooms, what do you think?
you must feel like a prostitute.
Do you
if
feel
anything.
yourself gravitating towards one room or another?
This is so mean. Why did she sign up for this? Okay,
Let me
she's got her
guess.
books at least.
He dies at the end.
You're joking. Good for you. I don't think that's going to kill him though. Well done. Okay, now what? Is she going to go to Cold Harbor? But maybe she's just going to try to escape.
Gemma!
Shit. She's not going to be able to get out. Is it going to work?
Gemma!
Boom. Does she get back to the other floor? The floor that Mark's usually on? So is this the night she supposedly dies?
You get... All right, well, I'll be back at, like, 10.
Okay.
I love you.
He doesn't say it back. Oh, you know that eats him.
I said...
Oh, no, I love you too.
Okay, good. But she probably has no clue what's going on, because it's her severed.
Miss Casey.
He was probably told, I'm sure.
Mr. Milchick,
I'm so sorry.
You have to go back down.
what's happening?
Nothing. Your Audi came in for a public art exhibition and found herself in the wrong elevator.
Oh.
Aww.
How long have I been?
If you wouldn't mind turning around and heading back in, it would be greatly appreciated.
That's so mean.
But
On you go.
where's...
Thank you, Miss Casey.
They've come back to report that she died in a car crash. Yeah, but what actually happened? I don't understand what really happened. Am I misunderstanding what's going on here with how her and Lumen start becoming a thing? Like, it is fertility problems, right? But then what was that clinic for? What were they trying to do? Oh, bless. She did all that for nothing. I'm getting emotional. That's sad. Wakey wakey. He's been crying.
Hey, where'd you go?
Okay. That was a sad episode. I was tearing up at the end. Very sad. I feel like a lot of questions weren't answered. I'm still not 100% certain on a couple things, and I don't know if that's because I wasn't able to read between the lines well enough, or if there's still questions that are intentional. I'm pretty sure as soon as I go on TikTok, a lot of those questions will be answered. So I feel a little bit stupid right now, but I mean, it's mostly the main question is, how did we get from her issue with fertility and struggling to have a baby and all of that to where she is now at Lumen? Like, how did she get involved in that? I mean, that clinic she went to was clearly Lumen affiliated. 100%. And what was it? It's not normal fertility stuff, right? I'm pretty sure. They had to inject her with something. I feel like maybe she just slowly got indoctrinated a little bit. Like, she was reading those cue card things with the images on them, and Mark was like, oh, I don't know why you're wasting your time on that. But yeah, I don't know how it got from that to where it ended up. And also, that night when she left, did she know that that's where she was going? That she was really saying that was going to be her final farewell to Mark, and that she would go there? Did they kidnap her? I have a feeling she consented, but not knowing what she was consenting to. I have a feeling that she thought that they were going to take her away for a little bit maybe, and that she'd eventually come back and have a baby. Because I think it's a bit sadistic to just leave your husband like that, and I don't think she would want to do that to Mark. I don't think she'd want to leave Mark like that. I don't see why she'd want to leave him. She clearly really loves him. So I have a feeling, she was intending on going maybe to that baby retreat thing for a bit, not realising what she'd actually signed up for, and that's why she keeps asking if she can see Mark and if she can go back, when she can go back. So she probably thought it'd be a white lie, and it would be pretty harmless, saying that she was going to wherever it is, I guess to Devon's house. But yeah, no, that bit is the only thing I'm not too certain about. I think I understand what she's doing, though, in that floor that she's on, wherever that floor is. So there's all these different rooms, and each of these rooms corresponds with the different projects or folders that exist on the refiner's computer. And in each one of these rooms, she's put into a situation that's pretty unpleasant, for varying degrees of unpleasant. So we've got from feeling like you're going to die because your plane is about to crash, to having to write letters, repeated thank you cards, really tedious work. Going from tedious to life-threatening, feelings of anxiety. And she has different outfits for each one. She has different lives in each one because she's being severed in each room. They're sort of testing to see her responses where she comes out of those environments, to see if it has any long-lasting effect on her, because they want to see how well Severance is working. I think that's what they're doing. She hasn't gone into the Cold Harbour room yet, which is interesting. It's not ready yet. It's 96% ready, and that's what Mark is doing. I think the other confusing thing is that other room of they also look like refiners, but they also look like each one of them corresponded with the group that we know. One of them was like the Mark version, the Helly version, the Irving version, and Dylan version. Does every single severed person have a corresponding person who is their refiner? Mark is refining Gemma, and that guy is refining Mark. Is that how it works? I mean, they did talk about doubles, like, a few episodes ago, didn't they? About twins. I guess I kind of assumed that the twin thing was going to be more to do with outie you versus innie you, especially with Mark reintegrating. I didn't think that they had literal, like, people corresponding with them. Like, remember we had those, like, AI figures when they were in that, you know, that episode, the one where they're out in the woods, and they had those, like, AI versions of them pointing where to go. It's very strange, very strange. So I can't quite figure out, that's my assumption of what the situation is. Every single severed person has a corresponding person who is refining them to make sure that their severance is working, I guess. I guess severance is not just a one and done procedure, it's something that has to be constantly looked after and protected. But if that's all they're doing is working on each other, like, where are they making money? Like, what's the end goal? It feels like too circular, if you know what I mean. So I'm sure there's something I'm missing there. But, I mean, it was really interesting to get that insight. I mean, I was kind of hoping for something a bit more meaty to grab onto, because, you know, a lot of the time the episodes just give you, like, tiny little sprinkles of stuff, and you're like, okay, where is this going? But it's nice. That was, like, some beefy stuff. Also, it's very interesting that Gemma is Gemma where she is right now, and she's not like a severed version of herself. And then as she goes into each of those rooms, that's when she's severed. That man, Dr. Mauer, if that's even his real name, he seems to be really important in all of this. He's in all of these rooms that she's in, but playing a different character each time, so she has so many different versions of him in her head. Also, how has he gone from having a moustache and, like, dark hair with, like, one streak of silver to just being completely clean shaven with silver? How did that... Is that supposed to be like a passage of time thing where his hair, he like keeps changing his hair depending on, like, you know, what he can do at the moment? Or is there something else there? I really can't tell. Maybe he's two people, because those are the two different looks he had. Maybe he's a duo as well. He's got a twin situation. One where he's, like, got that silver hair slicked back and no facial hair, and the other version where he's got dark hair and moustache and stuff. I wonder what's going to happen when it's her time to go into Cold Harbor. What does that mean once she's 100% refined? Maybe once you're 100% refined, that means you don't need this, like... Oh, it must... No, that's what it... That's... Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. So you go through the severance process, but it's not complete. You need to get refined to be fully severed without the need of someone constantly checking up on you and doing all this stuff on you. So, that's why each of these people have their own refiner, their own corresponding refiner. Mark's guy is that bloke who's, you know, bebop boop. Once Mark has completed Cold Harbor, they don't need to do this on Gemma anymore. They don't need to test how good the severance is. It's not something that they have to keep, like, working like a muscle. It's completely independent, and it's 100% completed. The severance completed. That's what it is, right? And then if that's the case, then they can do that with all of them, and then they don't... Like, I don't know. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I feel like that's what it is, right? I mean, it makes sense why the word is refining then, because they've got the craft of severance down, they're putting the thing in, but they need to refine it. They need to make it 100% perfect so that it's not dependent on other refiners. You know what I mean? It's not dependent on having been refined. It doesn't need to be refined because it's perfect. So it's not perfect yet. That's what it is, right? Again, I can't figure out how this is a business. But, yeah. Okay, I'll do enough. That's enough yapping. I'll leave it at that, and I hope that we see more of Gemma in the future episodes. I'm sure we will. We're getting towards the end of the season, and I remember last season's finale was amazing, so I'm expecting something on the same kind of level, or even better, let's say. I wonder if we're going to see Harmony, because that was a little tease, wasn't it? Devon trying to call Harmony, but then, I don't know, weird one. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I want one other thing. I wonder if Mark is now fully reintegrated without any hiccups. I'm sure he's not, but I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, no, I'll probably stop now. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!